Self-care is not selfish, and it's very important that we remind ourselves of this and have it firmly implanted in our brains. Why do we feel like self-care is selfish? The definition of self-care is this: they are activities undertaken with the intention of enhancing energy, restoring our health, and reducing stress. There's so many benefits to proper self-care. We can manage our stress better. It makes us more resilient, both in strength, spirit, and it helps reduce symptoms of anxiety, frustration, stress, and more. So, what's the point of self care? We know that it benefits us, but think of other reasons. It increases our enjoyment of life, helps us cope with events in our life, both positive and negative, and it helps us achieve our goal and potential. Maintaining positive connections with others is also a benefit or point of self care. Basically, we want to benefit ourselves in order to benefit our families and those around us that we care about and work with. Life is a balancing act between our social commitments, physical needs, emotional, spiritual. There are a lot of things that contribute to our overall well being, and self care is part of these. There are several different types of self care, and we're going to talk about each one of these individually. Physical self care includes what you think it will. It includes a healthy diet, adequate sleep, managing stress in positive ways, regular exercise, which hopefully is part of our relaxation and fun time, and being aware of our use of alcohol or other substances that have an impact on our body. Emotional self care covers a lot of territory. It includes stress management, whether it's through the use of deep breathing, physical activity, and other ideas listed here. It also includes kindness and empathy for compassion and compassion for others, as well as for ourselves. People tend to be very hard on themselves. Quite often, a lot of negative conversations go on in our own head. Forgiveness, or again, compassion for yourself is part of self care. I always like to remind people that holding on to negative feelings about ourselves or others only hurts us in the long run. Social self care, we have learned through numerous studies, help our overall well being and our health. It's maintaining personal relationships. It's exposing ourselves to positive things in life, limiting the negative, whether it's negative media exposure, whether it's negative social contacts. It also includes setting boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no to some things or commitments if you don't feel enthusiastic, excited, or that they are going to bring additional positivity to your life. Spiritual self care can come in many ways, shapes, and definitions. Whether you choose to foster your spiritual or soul with others or alone, it can be through journaling, meditation or prayer, yoga. You may be a person who just enjoys being outside and connecting with nature. There are no specific rules to spiritual or soul fulfilling self care. It's what makes you feel good, connected, and enjoy the world around us. Self-care with food comes in a lot of different fashions. By choosing what we put into our bodies that are going to give my body benefit, nutrients, and support my health day to day, or if I pick specific foods for specific reasons. The chart on the screen shows specific nutrient components in the foods that they come in that help us deal with stress. So, in times of stress, including these various foods and nutritive components will help my body handle the stress, and it will have less negative impact on my overall health. There are so many positive outcomes of self care. They help me avoid burnout, whether at work or home or the combination. They bring pleasure to your life and enjoyment. They allow you to really live in the moment and enjoy the things that are fulfilling to us and make life worth a living. They increase your energy, improve your health. They're renewing and restorative. There are a lot of challenges to self care that each one of us face. We're going to look at each of these challenges listed on the screen individually. And I ask you to see if you can identify yourself in any of these descriptions. The superhero mindset. This is the thought process that says, I should be able to cope. I can handle this by myself. If I ask for help, it makes me appear weak or incapable. We all have this mindset to some degree. One of the skills in life is learning to recognize when we are into this mindset and giving ourselves permission to ask for help, that it's okay to do that. It doesn't make you weak or incapable. It actually makes you wise to ask for help at appropriate times. Another challenge is time or our perception of time. We may say, I'm too busy. I'm too busy to go to the gym. I'm too busy to prepare healthy meals for my family. I'll just pick something up on the way home. We may feel that time is taken up because other people need things. I can't go to the gym because I need to do A, B, or C for somebody else. Perhaps you feel other people's needs are more important and you use your time fulfilling or doing what others ask of you without being mindful of spending time to help yourself. Competing priorities is a big one for us. Quite often I hear clients say, if I can just get finished with this project, or I need to do these things first before I spend time taking care of myself. You may believe, or you may say to yourself, someone else's need is more important than my own, and therefore I have to attend to them first. So be aware of competing priorities, whether they are self imposed or if others are making you feel this way or placing demands upon you. The next challenge is perceived value, whether it is that self care is a waste of time, it's selfish, it's of no benefit. Perhaps this is a recording that plays in your own mind, or perhaps someone else says these things to you. Some people deep down believe that they don't really deserve to be taken care of that well, that they're not worth the effort that one puts forth for self care. This is definitely a mindset that quite often comes from an external source, whether it was something that was demonstrated to you growing up or whether someone actually says these words to you. Be very aware of this and work to change that recording or that perception. So, what I want you to come away with today is truly believing that your well being is just as important as every other person's well being. That taking care of yourself is not selfish. By caring for yourself, taking good care of yourself, nurturing yourself, giving yourself time to restore and renew and relax, you actually are better able to take care of others, to perform better at work, and to live a more whole, balanced life. So I want you to repeat after me. I won't beat myself up for taking care of myself. I do it so that I can be a better caregiver, companion, or person, friend to other people. These are several different ideas and different ways that self care may manifest itself for you, whether it's doing something with a friend, baking a favorite treat and then sharing it with others, taking time to read a book, spend some time in nature, even dreaming about where we can travel and explore in the future are all ways that we can take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves. If you'd like to talk further about self care in all aspects, please follow the link on the screen, which will allow you to see my appointment calendar and you can find the time and date that's convenient for you. I wish you all the best and take time each day to take care of yourself.